Hello everyone, I greet you throughout the world. My name is Fano Mufamadi, also known as Master P. I am a presenter from Mukukurume Entertainment and Projects, as well as Mukukurume Online TV. Together with my team, join us on this journey. We continue with our journey, our campaign, searching information from place to place. Here is Mama Florence Tshilidzi Negondeni's live documentary. Mukukurume Online TV present. We are continuing with our campaign, searching information from place to place. Today we are at Chakuma village. Chakuma is situated between Makado and Thohoyandou towns. Chakuma is an international fruit and vegetable market. This market operates 24/7 with no holiday. Not only fruit and vegetable are found, even chickens. Chakuma market has been operating for more than 80 years historically. Chakuma also have different interesting places like Dam View, Mangwere Cave, miracle mountains like Matombongwende, and so indigenous trees. In Chakuma, there is fertile soil and enough water in all mountains. Some mountains were used to save people's life during olden days wars. Today we are at Chakuma Diambele village, visiting a well-known South African icon for both education, community developments, and water projects. That's Mama Florence Negondeni. Good day, Mama Florence, and welcome to the show.
Good day, sir, and how are you?
I'm also doing well. I am a special visitor, and I would like to know much about you personally.
I see.
Tell us more about your age, full names, place of birth, and anything related to that.
Oh, I am Mama Florence Negondeni. I was born in 1953, January the 28th, at Chakuma.
Mama Florence, please take us through your schooling journey at your primary level.
Well, at my primary level, it was quite nice to my understanding and my viewing from the back. I started my school at Zamdela location. Grade 1, which is called Sub A during the olden days. Grade 2, which is called Sub B. Then grade 3, I didn't attend it.
Why?
I was promoted to grade 4. Then I went throughout the whole year in grade 4. Grade 5, I didn't attend it.
Wow.
I was promoted to grade 6.
How did this come about?
Well, as I see now, after I've grown up, I was a little bit intelligent.
Yes.
Because even in the position classroom, I used to take position 1.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't think of any time where I could get behind position 2. My position since I started schooling is position 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yes.
After you completed your primary level, it's quite clear that you went to secondary level. Tell us more about your secondary journey.
Well, let me go back to primary school, senior primary school.
Okay.
My senior primary school, which is grade 5 up to grade 8, I attended it at Hamakuya.
Okay.
I was taken by the chief, stayed with the chief there until I passed my standard 6, which is now well known as grade 8. In the olden days, standard 6 was one of the important classroom because we used to write the international examination and we have to get the certificate. So it's where I started to realize that I am able, because I got first class distinction in standard 6 with a distinction in maths, which was called arithmetic, a distinction in home language, distinction in general science, and in needlework as well.
Wow, so interesting.
Yes, so from there I then proceeded to secondary level. Now my secondary level, I attended it at Shemuyemu Secondary School, because at Hamakuya there was no secondary.
Okay.
So I was forced to come back to my mother's place where she was born to attend the grade of secondary, grade 8 as secondary school. I went through secondary school, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, and by then it was called JC, Junior Certificate. Even there I did well very much, because I got the distinction in physical science, and biology, it was standing on its own, mathematics and arithmetic. I think this time it is called functional mathematics, but by then it was called arithmetic. So I got distinction with those things.
Wow.
Yes. And from there I broke from the school and went for nursing, because I wanted to go on, but the background was not that good. So I went for nursing. And
I now, and after you have presented, I now understand why you didn't attend some of the classes in primary level.
Oh, yeah, it was very much interesting. I also realized now at the latest stage that it was a nice thing. But by then I couldn't see that it was nice. Yeah, so I did the auxiliary in the nursing for 2 years and got a certificate for auxiliary nursing, then broke off back to school. Because I wanted
before you tell us more, I would also like to know this. You are a pensioner.
Yeah.
But after all, you are a teacher by profession.
Yeah.
So I would like to know how you fell in love with teaching profession.
Yeah, after I have attended my teaching professional school at Shisimane College of Education. By then it was called Vanderland Institute. So I dated, teaching profession as my love. And indeed, I did well, because I loved that person called teaching profession. It's just as loving profession as if you are loving your own husband or your boyfriend. Yeah. So even there I did well very much, because I got distinctions. I got distinction in mathematics, I got distinction in English, got distinction in agriculture, got the distinction in needlework, although the agriculture and needlework had to be chosen, but I decided to do those two things. And it was not quite understandable, because the period teaching were different. So I will go for my needlework, which is my real subject, but feeling bored because my friends were in the agriculture, I will go to the agriculture also class.
Wow. How did you handle the subject? Because I do understand that there were more. There was a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, and to me it was not that much, because I even cheated the teachers, telling them that I need to help these friends of mine because they don't understand everything. But I was not doing the subject which I was claiming to be helping my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, how did you completed, or how did you obtain your diploma in teaching?
After I have passed my primary teaching certificate, which is PTC, by then. Remember, I was doing it with the standard 10, which is grade 12.
Yeah, it is grade 12 today.
Yeah, I did it like that, the diploma. But PTC, I didn't do after matric.
How?
I did it after the JC, Junior Certificate, which was called after standard 8, which is grade 10. But then we were forced to go for a diploma, and diploma required us to have a matric first. So I went for matric part-time, 2 years, and completed it. After completing it,
Where?
then I went While I was teaching at Chipise,
Oh,
when I was teaching with that certificate of primary
where were you attending by the time?
part-time you attended Damelin, also UNISA, so I have decided to attend it at Damelin.
Okay.
I attended it at Damelin, and it was a little bit difficult
Mm-hmm.
because some of the subjects that I wanted to go for were not there in Damelin, so I had to go for others in UNISA
Okay.
simultaneously.
So, did you attend at Chisiman College?
No, I attended the diploma at Ramano.
Okay.
Yeah, after I have completed my matric
Okay.
as a part-time. Also the diploma, it was not full-time, it was part-time because we attended the school during the holidays, and during the school times we were busy teaching at school.
I now understand.
Yeah.
So, where did you start teaching? And when was it, if you still recall?
Yeah, I started teaching at Chipise, I think it was in 1978, January. So I started to teach there. I taught there, but at Chipise also, the second inspector and the school, as well as the school governing body, which was called school committee by then, asked me to help also at secondary school by teaching mathematics and English. So I was teaching English and mathematics in Form 3, which is grade 10, while I was teaching at Chipise. So I would teach my classrooms, the subjects at school in the primary level at Chipise. After 12 o'clock, I would move to Hanyani Secondary School to go and help there. But the schools were not far away from one another.
Okay.
That's why it was easy for me to move from another school to go and teach the other one and come back to the other one. But at Hanyani, I would take a little bit long time, knock off at past 3 or to 4, because I would go there after 12, and it would be in the afternoon.
So, where were you staying by the time?
No,
Because I understand that Chipise and Chakuma,
Yeah.
they are far from each other.
Yeah. During those times, teachers who comes from far away, they were accommodated at schoolyard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where I dated my husband. We dated one another there.
Oh.
According to the language of now, saying we are dating one another. We dated one another there and got married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it means that I dated education, teaching profession, and then teaching profession promoted me to date my husband.
So interesting.
It was fine. So I decided to stay with my husband after the process of marriage. We stayed there at Chipise because we had some cattle and goats to look after there. Yeah. Then we stayed there until we got our children. Yeah.
So well presented. You were a teacher, or you are a former teacher at Pinimini Primary. Take us through.
Yeah, after Chipise, my husband was not well in health, so we decided to move from Chipise. This is the entrance of my home. This is the place where I was born. It's my original home. I was born in this very same family, very same place, by my mother Angelina Mashugret. I am the first born here. Even in the olden days, it was just like this, only that the buildings have changed. And opposite this house, there is a school. There is the school. It's where the primary school started, and it was a mission school by then. And here I'm coming to see my mom. She's still alive, but my father is no longer. Wait. My sister. We are only 2 girls and my mother. And this is my in-law, the wife of my brother, the last born. This is my mother, biological mother. She is old, as you can see. She worked at many places, specifically health, Department of Health. She's no longer working. She's a hard worker. She doesn't want to sit down, just as you see her. Much can be heard from her.
Wo baby wane kono chaku. Tanjala bondi bo Tshilidzi Negondeni. Last boni yabo ndibo Adolfa ndibo Tshilidzi Florence. Last boni yami yabo ndibo Adolphus Manyange. Boshuma long time kliniki ya Chakuma. Botomanga 73. Valishanga 83.
This is my uncle, the brother of my mother, biologically. When I was 5 years, I stayed with him in Pretoria, Denelton. He was also still young by then. And while I was there with him, he was staying with the grandmother, with his grandmother. So he was alone. Then the grandmother asked me to come and be with him, so that would be true, because there were cows, there were goats, there were fields to be considered at that time. So I used to do that with him. He was bigger than me, of course, because I was 5. He was approximately 8 years. So we stayed together for a very long time until I started schooling at 8 years. But from 5, 6, 7, I was with him. The very same uncle of mine is called Adolphus, the last born at my mother's place. So we met again now. He is old now, as you can see. He's at home.